everyone, welcome back to Morphin Mania. I'm Captain Logan, and look, it's DJ Martinez.
'Tis I.
DJ, today we're getting into a character that I remember only because I had his toy and played with a lot when I was a kid, although this is one of the... I guess this period of Zeo are the episodes that I've watched a stupid amount of times. Because when I turned this on for a second, just to see what episode it was, I looked at the opening scene for a second. I was like, oh no, I know this episode like really well. Why have I watched these so many times? DJ, would you do us a favor and read the Netflix blurb for this episode?
Oh, sure. Hang in there because it's long. Aisha sends Tanya a map of Mystery Island where her parents may have vanished years earlier.
Read it again. It's not Mystery Island. It's Mysterio Island. They're going to Fishbowl Head Island, DJ.
Oh, I just filled that in with a better name. Why is it called Mysterio Island?
It's Mysterio Island. Yeah.
Interesting. Where her parents. Now, I have a pronoun issue here. I don't know who's the her. I mean, Aisha sends Tanya where her parents may have vanished years earlier. Is Aisha's parents or Tanya's parents?
Yeah, if it's... I'm pretty sure it's actually Tanya's parents in the episode, but it should be Aisha's parents as far as the grammar of the sentence goes, right? Because that should modify the noun, the subject.
Yeah, well, this is a big deal then. If Aisha's coming back, is Aisha coming back?
She doesn't. She just... There's just a map, and she's like, Aisha sent this map.
Oh, okay.
That's
so
all.
Aisha, who is still in Africa, by the way.
Yeah.
Just left in Africa in Alien Rangers.
Yeah, and is she aged up? I guess she's not, but she should be.
She's still a child.
Remember that whole thing? Well, no, yeah. I mean... no, she is aged up. So she was a child when she went back. And then I'm pretty sure they show us footage on the viewing globe where it's like, oh look, she's the actress again, and she runs off with that family.
Yeah, I don't remember, but I would hope that
she's not still a child, but they played real fast and loose with that, with like what happens to you if you time traveled after the time travel. That was so weird. Like, we went back in time, and then people went back in time again, and then time reset itself.
But he like turned the Earth back, but only Angel Grove went back in time because, like, well, I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, we are still a season after that and a year after the last time we were working on this, noodling our monkey craniums trying to figure this out. Let's go ahead and get into the lore of Auric, not the allure of Auric, but the lore of Auric, the mythos, the Mysterio mythos of Auric. Here we go. Get your Netflix, your DVDs, however you want to watch it. Make sure you're watching episode 38 of Power Rangers Zeo, Power Rangers Zero. Always do that. And get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody, please press play right now.
Now, I don't think I've ever seen this episode.
This is gonna be very Indiana Jonesy.
Okay, so judging by just the look of this Auric guy, he looks, and I haven't seen this season, but he looks like something out of Mystic Force to me.
Yeah, he does. Well, in doing
characters with capes and like big plastic-looking pieces in that one.
Yeah, you're right. He doesn't exactly fit the more Egyptian aesthetic of the season, does he?
Yeah, but he doesn't have to. I mean, not everything does. There's different planets. I guess Gold Ranger does, but other...
That's true, and I don't think he's connected to the Zeo power in any way. I think he's a separate thing.
Yeah, like the Predators, or whatever they were, those bounty hunters from different planets don't fit the aesthetic because they're...
Yeah, the only reason I said... No, of course. Well, it's the Machine Empire. Like, what does that have to do with anything? But, yeah, for a second, I briefly thought that Auric had something to do with the Zeo powers, and I don't think he does now that you say that, but it is weird, like we've talked about before, that Gold Ranger lines up so well with that aesthetic, because he is a completely separate entity, and yet it's like they developed them together, because they did. So in that show, I assumed that Gold Ranger is actually connected to everybody else somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. We should keep track of that moving forward, because the Six Rangers obviously usually have more to do. Moving forward, they have a lot more to do.
Look at that giant spider web that's caught on his arm, and he's not doing anything about it. He's just dragging it along with him.
This is very Indiana Jones.
So yeah, this is, again, I'm pretty sure it's Tanya's parents and not Aisha's parents.
It's got to be, because
we'll find out in a
Aisha's
minute.
Parents are in Angel Grove right now, just like doing nothing.
Well, that's true, but they haven't, like, talked about that, I don't think. But yeah, so they're...
The mother actually looks similar to Tanya. That's closer casting than I thought.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, so they're treasure hunters, and this set is pretty decent for Power Rangers.
Especially for, like, this one-off scene that I'm assuming this is going to be.
Yeah, this must be some standing set they have. Well, they do a lot of cave stuff in Power Rangers, right? So I wonder if they have, like, this one cave set that they're always redressing.
Like, season 2, like, Zed was a lot of cave stuff, but, like...
We haven't seen it in a while. And I'm sure it's not a set they built. It's probably something that's on a soundstage somewhere that, like, a lot of different shows come on. Wouldn't you figure?
Yeah, makes sense. There's a S-shaped key off to the side.
That's hilarious. There's an octagonal key that's on the wall, like hole on the wall. And then you got like Sagith drawn on another side. Yeah.
Louis Kaboom is back.
Yeah, Louis Kaboom, that's a real way to convince people of things. Whenever you do your fingers like this, you always look real genuine and sincere. Yes! Come to me, my pretty! Even though, like, I'm a missile guy. I don't trust anybody with a missile for a head.
Or for a torso.
Just on principle, really. Oh, Gabe.
Oh, Gabe.
These are decent actors.
That's the weirdest name
for this show.
Name.
Yeah, he doesn't look like a Gabe to me.
From Tanya's parents, who are from Africa. He's got like a Silicon Valley sitcom name.
Yeah, did they have? Because we're talking over this, and I don't have the volume real loud. Did they have African accents?
I don't know. I
don't think they did. Look at that! Look at that pink Captain America frisbee.
Pink and teal.
Look, I got a letter from an actress we'll never see again.
Giant envelope.
She just got a letter.
A letter in a giant. Is there more in there? The map must be in there.
Yes.
It's like a bubble wrap envelope.
Well, it's not just the map. It's also the key for Auric. So you need that to open up Auric. It goes in the front, and then that tiki thing opens up, and then Auric pops out. So I couldn't find my Auric before we started recording. I moved not too long ago, and it's in a box somewhere. I'm not sure where he is. I was hoping to have that for this episode. I just can't find him.
That'd be cool.
But I still have
like the middle of season Turbo, where we're just like, hey, here's Auric.
Hey, by the way, here's Auric. We found him. Yeah. I'm going to give him a last name. I'm going to call him Auric Holden.
No one? That's pretty good. I'm laughing for the people who don't come from Geek Fusion, who are just like, who the heck is...
Eric's one of my main co-hosts on Geek Fusion. His last name is Holden. Jokes are always funnier when you explain them.
So I was watching it recently. I didn't finish it, but someone released a video about Austin St. John talking about his return in Zeo.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've seen that too. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And he talks about how...
you sent me that the other day, but I'd already seen it like a month earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, he's talking about... I just found out about it, and he's talking about how he was more like chill when he was playing Gold Jason. Like he wasn't like the leader anymore, so he was like super just relaxed.
That was that video he did on his channel, right? Because I follow his channel, so I saw it when he uploaded it.
Oh, well, this is something I saw on a different channel. I don't know.
Oh, okay, weird. Because he did something on it on his own channel not too long ago. So we might be talking about different videos, but it sounds like he told all the same stories because I have heard him say that.
It could be someone just like re-uploading it or editing it. I don't know, but yeah,
was it in his house with all the Jason paraphernalia behind him?
Yeah, maybe so. It was like in his little studio that he shoots his stuff in. But he said, I didn't know this. He said he signed up for the Turbo movie the same time he signed up for this.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Which is interesting.
Until I saw either a different video than you did that had all the same things in it. DJ, are you able to hear me okay?
I can. Can you not hear me?
Okay, no, you're fine. Just the way you were reacting to a couple things, I thought maybe we were having a glitch out issue.
Okay.
Sweet. Okay, so somebody explain to me what the medal is on Louis Kaboom's shoulder. Like, what did he win? Is that just a participation award, or did he accomplish something at his homeworld?
We should do that more. We don't like pick apart the monster designs as much as we should, because there's some interesting stuff in some of those.
Yeah, there's goofy ones that probably mean something in the Sentai, but then sometimes you'll go back to the Sentai and they also don't mean anything there.
Well, yeah, like the skunk. The
super
French
silly
skunk.
stuff they just threw all together. So I think this is Jason's coolest look. I don't just mean Gold Ranger. I just mean, like, the hairstyle. I think he's at his biggest and most muscular here. Like, Austin St. John is in good shape and looks really good in this show.
Got the one earring.
It's a good look for him, and that whole thing works. I mean, it's very late 90s, but it really works. But late 90s is less silly than early 90s.
It's true.
I guess depending on who you talk to. I lived through, of course, all of that, so my perspective is different than people going back to it
where
now.
People tuck their shirts in to their jeans.
Oh, that drives me crazy. You don't tuck in your shirt unless you're wearing what Bulk's wearing right now. That's when you tuck in your shirt.
Look at Bulk's tie.
I don't mean dress like these guys. I don't mean that, but that is hilarious. It's not just short, it looks like he cut it off. Like it had a longer piece and he snipped it.
Well, it's a square tie.
Is it?
Those are. It's a.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, square ties are a thing. Usually they're knit ties.
Well, now I feel dumb. I didn't know that. I've never worn a tie like that. Can I just go on record to say it looks silly? Or maybe it doesn't look as silly if it's as long as it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Here comes Auric Holden. Oh, I forgot he got Megazord size right away. He will turn into a smaller well, really or not? I can't remember. Maybe he only gets big.
I mean, what do they have to climb up him to put the key in his chest?
I'm not sure how I think he can make himself smaller, but I don't know if. But like, why would he do that if he didn't have to? Like, once you make him big, why would he just run away and go, "I'm free," but see, he gets small again?
What in the world is happening?
Well, it's
he just jumped. He's like a genie.
Yeah, it's because
skullhead.
It's not like a pure of heart person who opened it. I think is the whole deal.
Oh, so he wasn't pleased with Louis Kaboom. He's like Cap. He also wasn't pleased with, wasn't satisfied with Louis Kaboom, so he just went back in.
He's not impressed with Louis Kaboom. If Zed had opened it, maybe. But Louis, he's like, you're just some one-off boss villain. You're not a main series bad guy. Get out of here.
I would have really cleared up the ending of Aladdin if Genie could come out and just, when Jafar rubs lamp, just like, I don't like you, and just goes back in.
I think not.
Oh, creepy.
Well, it would be creepier if it didn't look like it was bought at Party City. That skeleton face. Sorry. Otherwise known as a skull.
Skeleton face. Oh no, it's booby trapped.
Yeah, they've built more of this, or just keep redressing the same set more than you would think they would. Like, this is elaborate for Power Rangers. They got the walls coming in.
And just jump through the fire.
What kind of treasure hunters are these guys? They've never dealt with booby traps in a tomb before? I mean, really? Friggin' rookies, these guys. I don't think Louis Kaboom's gonna like you. Oh no, I know what happened. Not Louis Kaboom, Auric. I think what happens here is Sprocket opens it, and then Louis Kaboom actually buys that Sprocket is like noble and pure of heart, and then finds out, oh, I'm being played by a supervillain. So I guess all you have to do is give him an explanation, and maybe he'll buy it.
Yeah, well, he just steals lines from Wizard of Oz, and it works.
You'd think he'd have some sort of cosmic awareness or something where he could, like, read into something. Or maybe it's because he's a robot. Maybe that's what it is.
That was actually kind of a funny, clever thing. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Sorry.
That was actually kind of clever for Power Rangers, because the line is, I'm Dorothy the Small and Meek, and he said, I'm Sprocket the Small and Weak.
Is he crying cog oil?
Ugh, I hope not. Because that stuff stinks.
We all know that stuff stinks. Apparently. What do you think cog oil smells like? You got any read on that? Any guess?
probably like some car leak or something, like something fluidy.
It just smells like gas.
I like
Oh
the smell
my
of
god,
gas.
cog oil. Did you just say you like the smell of gas?
I do like the smell of gasoline.
Oh, I'm
Which is
putting that
not-
on a t-shirt for you, DJ. DJ Martinez likes the smell of gasoline. I love how Zordon's like, we got to make sure that his power doesn't fall into evil hands because he won't realize they're evil. All the person with those hands has to say is, "No, I'm good. I'm a good person. I help my landlady with her garbage, and I get cats out of trees, and I pay my taxes on time." Oh, well, you could be my master now.
Oh, we got to say it. Back to action again. He is getting a little bit of a leader role. I haven't seen much of Tommy this episode at all.
No, it's kind of fun that we get this role reversal, and like you said, Tommy gets his comeuppance a little bit.
Whoa, he's got the whole...
Just briefly. Suddenly, wow, Tommy doesn't matter. And here's the thing. You will like this because you have issues with Jason David Frank. I think this is evidence that the only reason people were so obsessed with Tommy, besides girls that thought he was attractive, is he had a couple of really sweet-looking suits. And now he's just in a Red Ranger suit, and the cool suit is with Jason. But Jason didn't need the badass costume when everybody liked Jason.
Yeah.
And so now he's got both.
Yeah, he's best of both worlds. It sucks that he only gets like 14 episodes or something.
Yeah. But like he acts circles around Jason David Frank through this. I'm sorry, he does. Awesome. Like Frank is fun. I enjoy his performance. I think Austin St. John is closer to a real actor.
Yeah, and they both, I mean, props to both of them. They both embrace the silliness and
yes,
they both play it
absolutely
completely straight, but for some reason Jason makes it cool, which I don't know how he
And he just always seems more
cool.
genuine. I buy his line readings in a way I don't Jason David Frank's.
Yeah.
Now again, neither of them is Cardenas as far as acting goes.
Poor
I'm so mean to Cardenas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you go out of your way to pull him into conversation.
I do.
So
It's just, fun of him. At this point, it's just a funny running gag to me. Well, the thing is, I wouldn't do that if he wasn't admittedly like self-admittedly not a great actor. Like he knows he's not an actor first.
Yeah, which makes it okay to like poke fun at it.
I do it too much though. I'm mean. I should stop that. Cardenas is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. And I'm not saying he's not talented, obviously. He's a really good martial artist. He just has goofy line readings.
So they are immediately showing how powerful Auric is, because he just takes the whole pure Midas and just flips it upside down and holds it there. Like,
yeah. And imagine, freaking Pyramidas. Imagine that much power, and you too could have that power if all you do is walk up to him and be like, I'm nice to people.
Prove yourself.
Okay. You want me to write a 250-word essay on how I've been a good boy this year? Like, what are you, Santa Claus? He's Santa Claus.
He's Santa Claus.
This was a cool toy, though.
He's actually like a gladiator vibe.
Yes, he's a gladiator guy.
Yeah.
He's got a mohawk, but it's not really a mohawk. It's like a fin head.
Finhead. The cousin of Pinhead. Finhead.
Yeah. Not as many people went and saw that movie, and it didn't get any sequels.
Metal Boy. That was good. Hold it right there, Metal Boy.
I like his voice a lot. And he'll come back, I think, at least a couple of times after this, if memory serves.
Now, so we continue to have these kind of people who aren't Sixth Rangers, but are like ally people.
Yeah.
Like in
he's
Turbo,
he's like the ninja of the show.
In Turbo, we kind of have we don't have a Sixth Ranger, but we have two of those ally things. Like the Phantom Ranger is like an alien from a different planet, and then like that police guy, Blue. What's his Centurion?
Blue Centurion. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Who's also like a robot Zord-looking guy, but a little bit more humanoid-looking than this.
Yeah. He's like a RoboCop guy, right?
Yes, he's like a RoboCop guy.
And
he got backup features with Ninjor during in the comics during Shattered Grid.
Oh, awesome! That was weird that we both just said Ninjor at the same time.
Ninjor. Okay, back to Trailer Trash Said. Meanwhile, back on the moon,
chair on top of the RV.
That's so silly. I still just don't even understand how I guess we didn't contrive anything. I still don't understand how we even got into this situation in the like. Why did they have an RV on the moon? Like, why do we have that?
Yeah. So
we went too literal with this, you know, where like this shit, because I've told people about this. I mentioned this to Dan at one point. Oh my God, they have a giant magnet.
Of course.
It looks like the fish magnet from the tin. But I talked to Dan about this and mentioned it to him, and he was like, oh, that's hilarious. So Zed, so you're saying that Zed was in like some sort of space RV thing on the... No, it's literally an RV, Dan.
So I sent you that meme that I made about Zed, Trailer Trash Zed in 2020.
I love that. That's awesome.
I posted it in the Power Rangers Facebook group, and it got like 100 likes and laughs.
Did it really? That's awesome.
It's really weird, like posting stupid Power Ranger jokes, and like everyone gets it in that group. Like normally people don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
It was a really good meme, man.
And but someone in the comments said, "Yeah, where in the world did they get that RV?"
Yeah. Why would they have that?
I have no idea.
Well, that's...
Oh, this is how.
That's pretty silly.
Hold it in with their magnet.
Oh, okay, so they had the... Maybe this is the explanation. They had this magnet thing already, and they're just trying to figure out how to get by. And they're just already feeling like homeless people. So they try to make themselves look like homeless people, like on Earth. So they just suck up a crappy RV.
That is a strong magnet. It pulled that car all the way from Earth.
If it's that strong, it should have pulled lots of other things with it.
Yeah. It would have ripped, like, everything apart. Oh.
This is kind of a nice moment.
Yeah.
Tanya giving the key to Jason. He's the right guy for it right now.
He just met her, by the way. He never met her before.
Yeah, but, like, Jason came in here as the Gold Ranger just of his own accord. Like, he could have been... He could have stayed home doing whatever he was doing. He didn't have to come back and help them save the world.
Yeah.
He's
Unless
clearly
he abandoned the peace
super
corps.
altruistic guy. Well, this seems a little bit more important than that.
Yeah. Like he just missed punching people. It was too peaceful over there.
Is that all it was? Yeah. He's not actually noble like we're talking. He just wanted to hit robot guys. He's like, oh, this isn't the same as putties. There's not a letter that you hit that makes them disappear. But also, it smells terrible when I'm fighting them.
But you don't have the annoying all the time, so it's
no,
a good trade-off.
You just have hydraulics. You just have
Transformers noises. Now they're not gonna know who she is, right?
No, they don't.
Oh, okay. Because I'm assuming they died when she was really young.
Yeah.
Or not died, but disappeared. Nah, they do.
If I was going to have a character, like, I complain about this kind of thing a lot. Oh, I forgot this. We're already over. It's already done. That's a good episode. That's one I've always liked a lot. It did the same thing to me that it always does to you. It didn't give me a chance to look at the credits.
Yeah, I'll tell you what's happening. Jason's flubbing a line. Paul Schreier's beating a car, playing drums on the hood of a car.
That sounds like Schreier.
They're just hitting it. And Skull is... No, they're taking oil. They're taking the oil out of the car.
I wonder if it smells like cog.
I need to learn how to change oil because none of the places are open right now, and my car needs an oil change. I have no idea how to do that.
Oh, really? Those are considered essential.
Are they really? Maybe they are.
Yeah, you should check and make sure because the auto mechanics are open here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out because we're still in quarantine, guys.
At least as we're recording this. I mean, this is going to go up later, so it's very likely we're out of it by then, but...
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe not. I don't know. But the thing I was going to say a minute ago, just before we close, DJ, is I'm a stickler with when it comes to names in fiction, and it's never a good idea to have names that sound too close or too many names that start with the same letter, that kind of thing. If I had a character named Lieutenant Stone, I wouldn't have Tanya's last name be Sloan. I would have come up with something else. You already had Stone there when you added her.
Yeah. Sloan and Stone.
That's weird. Anyway, well, folks, we will see you again in a few days for another one. Episode 39 is the Ranger who came in from the gold, which is one of the worst puns in Power Ranger episode titles so far. That one's pretty bad. In from the gold, like, what does that even mean?
Make sense.
It makes no sense.
It just rhymes with gold.
Yeah, it's like, oh, there was gold over there. I don't like gold. I left the gold. So we'll make fun of that again. I'm sure profusely. Anyway, DJ, this was a lot of fun. Thanks, man.
Yeah, that was good. It was a good episode.
See everybody next time. I was Captain Logan. This was DJ Martinez. And take care, guys.